Okay, so matcha. So matcha, it is a beverage. It is also containing caffeine. You understand? It is having caffeine. However, the caffeine content for matcha, it is different from the caffeine content coffee has. Coffee has slightly higher than matcha. You understand? Matcha also has caffeine, but not reaching that capacity coffee has. But also, if you drink matcha, you're likely not to sleep as long as your brain cannot afford the capacity, the caffeine capacity it has. You understand? So it will be difficult for you to find sleep. So for those who don't know caffeine is a substance that hinders people from sleeping. You understand?
Yeah.
If you take caffeine, it sometimes it depends on the amount you have took, but it will be difficult for you to sleep. You understand? Because caffeine leads our blood vessels to become active. So the more the heart is pumping blood, it will be difficult for you to find sleep. You understand? So matcha, it is a leaf which is grown in Japan. You understand? It is a leaf grown in Japan. So in Japan, there's a leaf called matcha. So when it is grown, it grows in stages. You understand? So if it reaches to be harvested, they harvest, then they go through processing. During the processing, they sun dry these matcha leaves, then after they grind them. You understand? They grind to a powder form. You understand? Gloves. They grind it to a powder form. So if we are doing matcha, if we are doing the matcha beverage, you are using matcha powder. You understand? But the matcha powder is from the other leaf I told you called matcha, grown in Japan. You understand? So sometimes people think matcha is tea. However, I'm still making research about it. Me, I believe it is not tea. Because if it is tea, we don't expect it to be having as much caffeine as it has. However, it is not still coffee. You understand? Yeah. So it is very common now in coffee shops that every menu you find it will be having matcha. It will be having pure matcha, strawberry matcha, cloud matcha, banana matcha, mango matcha. You understand? So it all comes from this powder. You understand? So there is organic matcha and sweet matcha. So organic matcha, it is grade 1. You understand? It is grade 1. So sweet matcha, it is mixed. They get the grade 1, then they mix it with some vanilla, then they make it sweet. You understand?
Organic and what?
It can either be organic or sweet. You understand? The organic one, it is not sweet. So even if you see them on the color, the organic one is too much green. You understand? It is too much green. Then the other one, the sweet one, it is mixed. So it is having some vanilla, so it will be mixed. It will be having the green color, the white color. You understand? So if you find it mixed, just this is sweet one. If you find it pure green, meaning it is organic. You understand? And those you can read on its profile. You get? So this bag for matcha, it is not supposed to be having air. You understand? That's why you always have to keep it closed. If it gets air inside, it will be destroying the matcha itself. You understand? So don't expose it to air. Air is number one enemy for this matcha powder altogether. So matcha can either be hot or cold. You understand? If it is hot, we make it with only pure matcha and vanilla matcha. You understand? If it is cold, we are making it with all these flavors, the strawberry flavored, cloud matcha, mango matcha. You understand? But here you're going to first see the the pure matcha. Because from the pure matcha, if you flavor it with strawberry, it is a strawberry matcha. If you flavor it with vanilla, it is vanilla matcha. If you flavor it with coconut, it is cloud matcha. You understand? But for matcha, we are doing it with alternative milk. We are doing it with alternative milk. Commonly, it is to be done with alternative milk. What alternative milk? I mean milk without dairy products. You understand? That is man-made milk. There is almond, coconut, Oatly, a variety of alternative milk. You can check there. They are there. Then you bring and give examples. You can check there is almond, there is Oatly, there is other. Check. So that is what we call alternative milk. Mostly we are doing it with alternative. Are you together? However, if a customer comes to your coffee shop and your standard you do it with alternative milk, and you this customer wants it with normal milk, do. You understand? But it will taste better with alternative milk. Are you together? It will taste better with alternative milk. So when you are doing the cold one, so as you see, this is soya milk, alternative milk. Okay, this is almond.
But they increase in the price.
Yeah. So if at all the standard you're doing with alternative milk, and it is its cost, it is like 35. You understand? 1 cup 35, and your standard you're doing it with coconut milk or almond or soya as your standard, and the customer says I want it with normal milk, so the customer will pay extra charges for this normal milk. You told them according to the cafe standard, some cafes the customers don't pay extra charges. You understand? You understand? If I told the customer runs away from your standard and asks for something else, they have to pay extra charges, add-ons. You understand? They will give a specific price for that as the cafe standards. Are you together? So most of the time you are doing it with alternative milk. Check this, another almond here. Are you together? So we are going to do the cold one today. We are going to do the cold one, the pure cold, and also strawberry cold. Are you together? So this is hot. Yeah. So this is hot. Are you together? Okay. This is hot. This is soya. This is almond. Okay. Is there another almond? Okay. So when you are doing the cold one, the pure cold one, we get a glass. Get me a glass. We get a glass. So this is what we call a matcha bowl. A matcha bowl. Okay. And this is what we call a matcha whisk. Clean it. Wipe it. A matcha whisk. This one. Okay. So you get your matcha bowl and your scale, because we are specialty baristas. Okay. So okay. Whisk, this one. So you get your bowl, you put it on your scale. Okay. You put it on your scale. You tear. Okay. You tear. So if it is cold, you are using 3 grams of matcha powder, only 3 grams of matcha powder here. Only 3, yeah? Get here. After you tear, okay? So you get the hot water. You understand? This water, it is not supposed to be too much hot. It is supposed to be between 55 degrees Celsius to 65 degrees Celsius. Because if it is too much hot, it will be burning the temperatures. I mean, it will be burning the flavors for matcha. You understand? Okay, we need 30 grams. 30, yeah? Okay, you put 30. Okay, so after you mix, You mix till it brings foam, okay? As you see. Get me ice. Okay. Then after, you get your glass, put it on the scale. You need 60 grams ice. Then I'll use oat. This alternative milk, please always shake before use, okay? Shake before use always. You understand? So you put to fill the glass. Okay. Then after, you pour matcha on top. So this is the cold pure matcha with milk. You understand? This one. Are you together? So the customer will get a straw, then mix and take. You understand? So where's this one? Okay, supposing this is the straw, the customer will mix with his straw. Then they take. Abi. Okay, so that's the pure matcha. You understand?